Welcome to Cartoon to Real, where your favorite childhood characters step into the real world. Let's explore how they might look if they actually existed. Get ready, folks, because we're bringing back the most muscular hero of the 80s. Chest emblem shining, sword in hand, hair flowing like Fabio in a wind tunnel. You know who it is, Eternia's strongest man, He-Man. Let's be real. Didn't we all want to shout, "I have the power," at least once as kids? And Skeletor? Sure, he's all bones, but man, he's got brains for days. Think Man-at-Arms can really keep up with him? Today we're going back to our childhood. You'll soon see those heroes as you've never seen them before. If you're ready, let's get started. His closest friend, one of the bravest warriors in all of Eternia, Man-at-Arms. His real name is Duncan, and he's known as Prince Adam's trusted ally and battle strategist. With his combat skills and deep knowledge of technology, he's become one of the key protectors of Eternia. Here he is, the cartoon version of Man-at-Arms, with his powerful build, striking armor, and fearless stance. He's the definition of a true hero. And now, here's the realistic version. With his armor, commanding presence, and that sharp strategic mind, this is how Duncan might look in the real world. Up next, it's He-Man's lovable and slightly clumsy magician, Orko. In He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Orko is known for his powerful magic, and for how often that magic goes hilariously wrong. But even with all his magical mishaps, he always manages to bring fun, laughter, and heart to the team. Here's Orko in his classic cartoon form, with that floating hat, those big wide eyes, and his own unique mysterious vibe. He's always been a character you just can't miss. And now, here's the realistic version. With his magical powers, those giant eyes, and that quirky personality. This is what Orko might look like in the real world. And now up next, the fiercest warrior by He-Man's side, the guardian and commander of Prince Adam, Teela. Teela is one of the most skilled fighters in all of Eternia. Known for her strength, intelligence, and fearless spirit, she's not just a protector of He-Man. She's a T-Force, keeping all of Eternia safe. Here's Teela in her classic cartoon form, with that strong physique, bold stare, and fierce warrior spirit. She's always stood out as a true force to be reckoned with. And now, here's the realistic version. Teela could look just like this, strong, determined, and absolutely striking as a warrior. Up next, it's Zoar, one of He-Man's most loyal allies. Zoar is one of the most powerful creatures in all of Eternia, a mystical bird who helps He-Man in battle and beyond. She's also a guiding presence for Prince Adam, offering wisdom and support when it's needed most. Here's Zoar in her classic cartoon form, with that powerful mythic bird shape and those magical wings. She's always had such a striking and majestic presence. Here she is, Zoar in her classic cartoon form, with that powerful mythical bird form and those enchanted wings. She's always carried a bold and majestic presence. Watch out! Up next is the angry furball himself, Skeletor's most loyal, and let's be honest, not so bright henchman. Beastman. Muscles? Check. Fur? Check. Loyalty? Double check. Strategy? Well, that part kinda got left behind. In the cartoon, he's like the ultimate jungle tough guy. Bright orange fur, massive muscles, and always stuck in grrr mode. But now, let's take a closer look. If you saw him in real life, you'd probably ask, did this guy escape from the wild? Or is he the lead singer of a Viking metal band? And here he is, the most fishy bachelor of the underwater kingdom, Mer-Man. Yep, every time he talks, it's like someone's yelling through a megaphone inside an aquarium. In the cartoon, he's green, scaly, always looks soaking wet, but somehow still kind of charming. Like if Godzilla took swimming lessons from Nemo's cousin. But now, get ready. because you're about to see him in a way that's a bit more, let's say, human. If he showed up in real life, you'd probably ask, is that a shark or a rock star? All right, pay attention, because here comes the bony boss of all evil, Skeletor. He's got a skull for a head, but trust me, he's not using it for headbutts. He makes plans. They just never work. In the cartoon, he's like a walking parody of a villain. Purple tights, yellow muscles, and that legendary evil laugh. He's basically a skeleton with swag. But now, let's bring him a little closer to the real world. If you saw him walking down the street, you'd ask yourself, is this guy headed to a Halloween party, or did Marvel just cast him as their next supervillain? And here he is, Eternia's golden boy. The guy who opens doors with muscles and wins hearts with a catchphrase. He-Man. He was the ultimate 80s icon. Jacked, noble, and let's be honest, his hair always looked freshly blow-dried. In the cartoon, he looked like a mythological hero on a date with Barbie. Tiny armor, massive sword, and of course, that legendary battle cry. I have the power. But now, let's look at him through a more modern lens. If you saw him in real life, you'd probably ask, did this guy just walk out of a gym? Or did he just put 4 into early retirement? And that's it, my friends. From Eternia's most muscular hero to its funniest villains, we've taken one epic trip down memory lane. Think back to that moment when He-Man raised his legendary sword. It felt like the whole neighborhood just got plugged into a giant power outlet, didn't it? And let's be honest, when we were kids, we all ran around yelling, I have the power, while our neighbors wondered what on earth was going on. And Skeletor, oh Skeletor. His plans never worked, but he never stopped trying. Honestly, isn't that kind of inspiring? No matter what, he kept coming back. Sure, his only goal was to defeat He-Man, but still, you've got to give him credit for persistence. Mer-Man, the grumpy fish king of the seas. Every time he showed up, we'd wonder, is today the day he finally soaks He-Man? Beastman, he's probably still standing exactly where Skeletor told him to stay. And Evil-Lyn, oh, those looks. Even Skeletor seems scared of her sometimes. And now you've seen what they'd look like in real life. Let's admit it, some of them you probably run from. Others, maybe you'd invite for a cup of coffee. But all of these characters were a huge part of our childhoods. Back then, we played with their action figures. And now, we're bringing them back to life on our screens. So yes, this adventure ends here. But don't worry, leaving Eternia doesn't mean the nostalgia train stops. Next stop, another legendary cartoon from the past. So stay tuned, ring that little bell, and tell me in the comments, who was your favourite He-Man character? Until next time, may the power be with you.